medicine thing, yeah. No shortcuts. Really give you motivation and a little bit of inspiration. No shortcuts. Me and the boss ain't easy. Every day somebody needs me. It's no shortcuts. I wake up stretched, say a prayer, coffee and then some fresh air. Time to get it poppin'. I got a fresh 24. Hopefully I'm blessed with plenty more. Meanwhile, I'm thankful for the fire on the inside burning. I keep earning as the world keeps turning. The thing about life is you never stop learning. Hoping everybody Maxwell, Vernon. You make a plan, then you stick to it. Even in tough times, get through it. So get to it. And make sure your family's straight. We going worldwide, you understanding me, mate? Providing a platform where like minds can meet. Closed mouths don't get fed, want everybody to eat. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Tuesdays at noon, let's all get rich. It's no shortcuts. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the No Shortcut Show.
I was feeling it for
yeah, yeah. You know, let the music take control.
Yeah, man, it was talking to me.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You know what time it is. You know what today is. It's Tuesday, 12 p.m. It's time for that lunch hour show. The hottest new internet sensation. We go by the name of the No Shortcut Show, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we got to let the music rock just a little bit before we get into it.
Gotta get you on.
Yeah. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on your lunch break, feel free to, pull up a chair, set your device down, bring your food over with you. We understand that it's lunchtime. If you got an iced tea or a lemonade, bring it on and sit down and hang out with us for the next hour or so.
Yeah.
We're here to have a great time. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. We have a great show outlined for you guys today. A wonderful special guest that will be on with us in just a few moments. If you're just coming in, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we want to say welcome to our Facebook friends. Welcome to our YouTube friends. Welcome to our friends over on Twitch, all of our friends on Instagram. Feel free to drop us a comment. Let us know you are here. Say hi. We can see your comments. We don't mind giving you a shout out back as you are hanging out with us for the next hour or so.
All right. What's up, man? It was a little delay on that, but I think we fixed it.
Yeah. Okay. We got.
Let's
Let's see. We got Juan Velasquez. The Cruise Planners is in the house.
What up, Juan?
What's up, Juan? I see Miss Becky Contry is on. Hello, Becky. Hello. She's the mother of my son's good friend in his class.
Okay.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Rocky.
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you guys coming on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Y'all come on in. Feel free to share to your individual pages as well, because the more people we get in here, the more energy we have, and the greater of a time that we will have. Like, again, we like to motivate and encourage here at No Shortcuts, ladies and gentlemen, but we also like to have a great time. Having a great time means there's no time wasted.
Juan said he's packing. Where you going, Juan? You on your way out again?
Juan, you out? You going? He's headed out again. I can't keep up with this guy.
Juan be on the move, man.
On the move, man. But hey, we appreciate you, Juan. Thank you so much for your support. I saw you and Mike hanging out. We got a mutual friend. I'm gonna have to get together with you guys sometimes when I find a little gap in the schedule, man, to grab a bite to eat or something,
Okay, yeah. Juan is going to the Mission Uprising, which is a men's retreat a couple times a year. I've been on that twice. I haven't been in the last couple of years. It always ends up.
He spoke about that.
Yeah,
he spoke about that when he was on.
Yeah, it's real good. I think I told you about it a few years ago when I went the first time I came back from it. I was like, yo, bro, we got to do this. But past few times it ends up falling on a weekend and I'm already booked for stuff, so I can't really make it. But I definitely want to head back. But it's a good from like Thursday to Sunday. Just kind of getting together, getting in the Word, doing things like kind of like revitalizing ourselves as men.
And we have to do that.
Yeah,
it's important.
It's real good stuff. So I'm gonna keep our eyes open for the next date, so we can try and make a thing out of it.
All right, keep me posted. And shout out to Juan, former guest of the show, friend of the show, great supporter of the show. and we definitely appreciate you.
Yeah,
Definitely
absolutely.
appreciate you. You want to give them the overview of what our platform is about?
What
I
is
think
this?
It's your turn. Did I do it last week?
Probably. I mean, you the host.
No, I'm a co-host.
Yeah. Yo, this is
Co-host.
the No Shortcuts Show. Thanks for joining us, first of all. But this is just a platform that we got together on, just discussing business, entrepreneurship. Anyone who's either has their own business or they're interested in getting their own business and just want some steps and some motivation.
Yeah.
We like to talk to other interesting entrepreneurs and business owners, and even if it's a side hustle that you got going on, it's not even your main job. You still got a day job, but you're doing this on the side. That's how that's how we started too, and just keeping with the theme of no shortcuts, just meaning whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever that hustle is, whatever that passion that you have that you're trying to get to, it's hard work. There's going to be some bumps in the road. It's not going to you're not going to be an overnight sensation, because that's not worth it. And you just got to do it the long way. There's no shortcuts. There's no easy way to get it. And we like to bring folks on here that'll talk to us and motivate us by hearing their stories. Absolutely. And hearing, things that they went through on their path to get to, where their business is, and things that they learned along the way. Like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. But it's good to hear it. It's good to hear that story and how you came out of it,
Yep. And each one teach one. And with that being said, we started a No Shortcuts community, ladies and gentlemen. Sure. And as of last night, I think we are up to 232 members. Wow. So thank you guys so much for being a part of our community. Feel free to invite your friends to join our community as well. You guys may be friends of ours, but it's not a closed group. Feel free to invite your friends to come hang out, because as Famous said, we all have gifts, passions, whatever. And we have been blessed and fortunate enough to have a network of friends and relationships where we can have we can bring them on as guests. So as we continue to grow this thing, if you're looking for someone who provides that specific service, you're more than welcome to just come over to our community and interact. You don't have to ask Facebook or asking for a friend and all of these other things that we tend to do sometimes. So we're building our own little community of entrepreneurs here, and and we wouldn't be entrepreneurs if we didn't have people to service.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, being a boss, you're actually a servant.
That's true. Servicing the folks. And we pretty much got everything. We got everything right in this community, man. We have e-commerce. We have people selling electronics and home decor. Vacations with Juan. We have DJs and photographers and musicians and
plethora.
Booking agents. We got all kinds of people in this group that we have heard from and we've spoken to, and they love to contribute to this community as well. So if you know someone else that is a budding entrepreneur or hustler, invite them in. Just say, this is a good group to be a part of. Just inspiration. We inspire each other.
And if you guys who are on right now, I always encourage, while we're on, throw your business link in the chat with a small description of what it is that you do, because even after we go off air, this will still be available. There will be other people coming in to watch this throughout the day, and your comments will be there. So you just never know what people may be looking for, and so I encourage you to do that weekly as well. Just go ahead and drop your business, if it can be clicked upon, and a brief description of what it is that you do. So
absolutely, man. And that's
we gotta recap the weekend right fast.
Oh man, the weekend. This was the first weekend of my spring tour. So it was wide open, man. So Friday I did a small event at Elevation Church at Riverwalk. They were a youth group, a homeschool youth group that puts on a dance every year. As a fundraiser, and the proceeds go to the Palmetto Women's Center.
Nice.
And they brought me in to DJ. I brought in the DJ and photo booth for that, and the kids had a good time. And they ended up raising, I think it was like $1,600 that they raised for the Palmetto Women's Center. So I did that Friday. and then wedding on Saturday, and our wedding was off the chain. It was crazy, really
Yeah,
good
man.
people. And then
Yeah.
yesterday we did a bridal show up in Charlotte. We had I mean, not yesterday, but Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday we did a bridal show up in Charlotte where I kind of host the whole show and provide the
Okay.
music and host the
Yeah.
other vendors and kind of keep the day running smoothly. And we had a big giveaway. We did a grand prize giveaway. We gave away a free wedding to a lucky
Hey.
couple,
Okay.
meaning everything included: the venue, the music, the decorations, the
Wow. That's
planning.
nice. That's
So it was a whole
nice.
big sweepstakes that people had to nominate themselves or nominate someone for, and we
Oh,
all the participating vendors had to vote on who
okay.
they
Who
thought
would win
was.
it?
Yeah.
Now,
So
do they
we
have to be engaged already or something like that?
Yeah, I think they had to be engaged. And, we were really
Okay.
looking for people
Yeah. Oh,
that, could really, not someone who could afford to do it on their own kind of thing, but someone,
Ah,
good enough story where, we were
yeah.
like, they were really deserving of this opportunity and stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
we ended up giving it, it
Absolutely.
was this nice couple that was there. And I can't remember what their story was, but they were, the lady started crying when I called out her
Oh,
name and
wow.
stuff. So it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
real,
That's
real
awesome,
good
man. And that's
moment.
a lovely way
Yeah.
for all the vendors to get together and give
Yeah.
back,
Yeah,
because you always
exactly.
got people who, weddings cost.
Yeah,
Weddings
yeah,
cost. So
exactly.
you're
And we're
looking to
so
get
stuck in
married,
the
need a little
dollars,
bread.
like, oh, I'm gonna get this book and I'm gonna get that book, and so it was good to
Mhm.
every once in a while give back like that. And then
Awesome.
finally,
Awesome.
speaking of giving back, we did church yesterday at the prison, of course.
Hmm.
And I wasn't here for this on Sunday because I had the thing Sunday, but on Sunday, our church packed up 1,300 hygiene kits to give
Nice.
to the prison.
Oh,
So
that's nice, man.
yesterday we gave them out. We went through a few of the we weren't able to get to all of them because we actually had
Hmm.
church service too, but we were
Okay.
able to pass out a whole bunch of those 1,300 hygiene
Yeah,
kits, throughout the institution. So that was really cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that
Hygiene
was
is
the
important.
weekend. Yeah, man, they're real appreciative, man. When we come through there, and it's
Hmm.
just a little plastic bag, Ziploc with
Oh yeah,
soap,
hey, but for those who
toothbrush,
need
stuff
it,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
So
that's it translates to mental health as well.
right, right,
Yeah, like
exactly.
confidence, all of these things. When the smallest of things, washing your face, taking a
Yeah.
shower, brushing your teeth, all of these
Yeah.
things that maybe a spritz of cologne if you got it. All of these things that we often take for granted, but that leads to
Yeah,
a great mental state as
exactly,
well, man. More
exactly,
confident type of thing. So yeah, that's great. Let's keep up the good work.
for
Um,
sure, man. So that was it for me, man. That was the weekend, and then it's just kind of been on catch up mode since then.
mhm. Yeah,
Catching up
yeah,
on some
yeah.
stuff around the house and
True
with
that.
with with the family and everything. What
Yeah,
you had
just
going on?
I was in Vinton, Virginia last Friday at Rosie's Casino with
Okay.
the chairman of the board. Man, my first time playing in an establishment
Hmm.
in a casino.
Yeah, yeah,
Basically, the setup was different. The stage was behind the bar, so everybody's facing toward that
yeah.
direction. Plenty of machines and games going on, and I was a little leery at first, like with all these games, who's gonna pay attention to some music?
Yeah.
But we had a separate crowd kind of come in for that, as
Okay.
well as those that are there to play the games and the
Hmm.
machines and all that. It was a great time, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to T Fox out there in Vinton, Virginia. He was the host. He was a promoter. He got on
Hmm.
he I don't know if y'all saw the video I posted in our community, but he also got up. He's a performer,
Yeah.
showing me pictures all in his phone of artists he's produced shows for, worked with, sing with, and I'm seeing people like Dr. Dre and Wayne Newton, and I'm like,
Nice.
okay, you official.
Yeah.
You official. So shout out to T Fox out there. Great
Shout out to T
hospitality, great
Fox.
performer. And they brought him in from Vegas
Hmm.
to run that casino in Vinton,
Okay.
Virginia.
Okay. So
Yeah,
he came.
so
He came with the experience.
oh man,
For
he's
sure.
got it.
Yeah.
He's definitely got it.
That's
So
what's
yeah,
up.
then great time there. Shout out to the folks in Vinton, Virginia who came out. Then had to leave Virginia like 7:30 the next morning. Mellow Groove Trio had a performance to do for the Rock Hill. What
Hmm.
is it? Lay Council, Rock Hill Lay Council. They had a
Hmm.
luncheon, so I'm basically getting right on back from Virginia and going straight to the straight to
Yeah.
the venue to
Yeah.
do that. And then Sunday was church. Shout out to all of my Mount Dewell family. So I'll just keep it brief. I
Absolutely.
don't want to be long-winded. I know we got a guest that's waiting to get on
Yo,
here,
we do
ladies
have
and
a guest
gentlemen.
for sure. And we got a couple
Yeah.
people commenting in already. Milton Crow and
Oh, my
Charlotte.
man Milton. Yeah,
Yeah.
a big supporter of the chairman of the board, and as myself, and the
Yeah.
other little ventures that I have going on. And Milton will come to your show, and if you let him up on the stage to dance, he's gonna tear it down.
And he has the Crow's Nest TV show.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Sounds like something we might need to hop on.
Yeah, yeah. Milton, have us
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
okay. So I
sure.
see Craig already put his stuff in the bio in
Yeah,
the
so
comments. He's
we,
not
we,
even
we
gonna
need to
wait.
get to
Let
our
me.
guests.
That's him telling, "Come on, fellas, hurry it up a little bit." I feel
That's
you.
all
Well,
right.
ladies and gentlemen, we don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. We do have a special guest today. This special guest I met through another one of our special guests, formerly Mr. Timothy E.Z. Williams, who was also a part of my outfit by the name of Mellow Groove. I met this gentleman here, man, and he was, just a great guy. He would support the music. We would have conversations on the side. But what sticks out most importantly about this guy to me, and I'm sure he remembers this. I think we spoke about it the other day during when COVID became official and everything was shut down. You couldn't go to places like salons. You couldn't go out to eat. You couldn't do these things. And man, at one point, my locks hadn't been tended to in about 2-3 months, maybe. Salons weren't open. So I'm talking to Tim, he's like, yo, I'm like, holla at Craig, this and that. And he's in Colombia. He may still be there. He can let you guys know. I think he was in Colombia at the time. Spoke to him, and we made arrangements. This guy drove up from Colombia and
Wow.
tended to my locks here in my crib. Gave me a
Yeah.
nice wash, nice retwist, did the beard, everything. You know
Nice.
what I'm saying? And I never forgot that. And as we move along and progress with our show, it's only right that we give our friends and our network this
Absolutely.
platform. You know what I'm saying? So they can share their story with us, ladies and gentlemen. Not only that, they can inspire you all at home, motivate you all. And also, if you would like to get in touch with them for their services, you have the freedom to do so as well. This gentleman is a master barber. He's not just a regular barber. He can tell you what all of this
Master barber.
entails. He's a master barber. So pretty much I'm gonna assume whatever type of hair you got on your head, whatever style you want, you let him know and he can make it happen. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise in the chat. While we make some noise on the screen. If you're at lunch in your cubicle, make some noise in your head.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on warm welcome to my guy, Mr. Craig Howard.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Yeah,
What's
greetings,
happening?
man. Greetings.
What's going on?
Man, we just enjoying it. We enjoying the day, as we said in the green room. I believe we said, "Hey, any day above ground is better than a day below."
For sure.
you know.
Absolutely,
hmm
absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate the great introduction, man, and I'm honored and humbled to be a first podcast. So, um,
Yeah.
I'm treating this as though I talk to you every day, which in
And
spirit
that's
I
what.
do. You know what I'm
Yeah. And that.
saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sitting here laughing like, man. During COVID, I was in barbering school
hmm
uh, at Paul Mitchell here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
Um, I've been now a master barber now, licensed for going on 3 years. Next year be my fourth year. I'll be pursuing becoming a barber instructor. But
Ah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So I never forgot that. You know that.
bro, I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
Yeah. Hey, well, hey, I still got the pictures, man. Hey, and listen, you need people as you progress. See, this is a common theme. I'm getting y'all throwing me off, but I gotta
Yeah.
say this. This is a common
Okay.
theme. There's a journey that we go through as we're learning our trade, right? So it's crazy how last week I think because I guess couldn't make it last week, so I ended up being the interviewee. But and then other people we've talked to say that it's a common thing. Like you look back on some of your past work, and because you've made such a dramatic improvement to present day, like I can listen to music that I made some odd years ago, and then I kind of like, ah, man, I've gotten so much better. But
Yeah.
you need those opportunities along the way to grow your skill set into what it currently is. So you saying that, like, what you saying, well, I didn't know what I was doing. Sure, you knew what you were doing, but based on what you know today, you know what I'm saying? Because I
Right.
got the pictures and everything when you came up and did me that favor, and it was great.
That's
You
awesome.
know what I'm
Man,
saying? It was great, man. So that's
it,
that's all to show growth,
Yeah.
and we all have room for improvement as we exercise our different skill sets and
You were
different
you were
things.
on
So
your way to your 10,000 hours still at that point.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
man. It was humbling, man. One things that I was, taught in the industry, is that, you got to show up every day. You got to
For
show up.
sure.
You got to be hungry.
Yeah,
Um, you gotta want to get better. You gotta
that's
ask
right.
questions. You gotta pay
Hmm.
attention. You have to be a follower before you can become a leader.
That's a
There's
fact.
nothing wrong with being a follower.
Yeah.
Um, in this industry, um, it's friendly competition.
Oh,
And
yes.
so, um, you know, every day, man, I humble myself. Every day, I'm hard on myself because I got into
Yeah.
barbering
Biggest
late.
critic.
I didn't get into barbering in my 20s.
Hmm.
I came into the industry right at a good time because the
Mm.
industry is starting to take a major change now.
Yeah, yeah.
Got more, guys wearing more hair on their head. You
Yeah. I actually
um,
had someone ask me before, is this my real hair?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you got the surgery where
Uh-huh.
you can pretty much tattoo a hairline in.
Yeah,
You
all
got
types of
where
stuff.
you can make somebody grow an afro overnight.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
So
can you help a brother out
hey,
if I wanted to go like Jalen Rose on it? You got me?
yeah, bro, we could, dude,
He's a
dude.
master barber,
Yeah.
That's
you
what we
know?
do, man.
Yeah.
To answer your question about, what does master barbering
Hmm.
entail? Um, Master barber is basically on the same line as a cosmetologist.
Okay.
Only thing
Hmm.
that separates me from a cosmetologist is that I don't do nails and I don't do makeup,
Okay.
So you can
and
do
I can
men,
use
men and women's hair and
right, and
styles,
I can
all that.
use I can use a straight razor.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
cosmetologists can't use a straight razor,
Mm.
okay? But
Interesting.
they can do
Interesting.
everything else. I can do
Yeah.
chemical services. I can do a perm. I can do a relaxer. I can do color services.
Y'all hear
You
this,
know,
ladies and gentlemen?
Wow.
Yeah.
so
But hold on go ahead. I'm sorry.
also I cut long and short hair. So,
Uh,
um, is that something that I get every day? A woman's cut? No, that is rare.
mhm.
But you do have women with
Yeah,
all hair textures that come through the barbershop.
Hmm.
that's
And
true.
please
Very true.
believe,
Hmm.
please believe, any woman with straight hair and that hair comes to their shoulders
Uh-huh.
and they walk in the shop,
Uh-huh.
everybody in the shop looks at me.
Yeah.
Craig,
Yeah. You got to take this with
like,
Craig.
like handle that. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And so,
Hmm.
you go in, man, every day is a challenge. Either you're gonna
Yeah.
go in, or if you're not, there's nothing wrong with saying, let me refer you somewhere else where I
Hmm.
think you
Yeah.
can have service.
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
I said all that to say this, man. A lot of times we box ourselves in to
Mm.
where we're comfortable,
Hmm.
Hmm.
and where God is taking us and stretching us. Someone told me yesterday,
Yeah.
being in an uncomfortable position is a good place
Mm.
Oh
with
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely is.
And
Definitely
so,
is.
every day, man, I was just asking folks such as yourself, you
Hmm.
know, you mind if I cut your head? I'm not asking, donation or not. I never
Yeah.
asked
Just getting the
what's your
practice
charge.
in.
You willing to, whatever you willing to give. I just appreciate the opportunity
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I
man.
just wanted to get the reps in and get better.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's
Yeah.
what all. Before we get too far ahead, I forgot to ask you because this is how we normally start the show off. But just tell our audience as well as us a little bit about where you were born and raised, your upbringing, your family life, and things like that. Siblings, those sorts
All
of
right.
things early on. Look
Well,
at Milton.
I was raised in the great Columbia, South Carolina.
Uh huh.
Um, a graduate of the great W.J. Keenan High School
Uh huh.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I I am the youngest of three siblings.
Okay.
My father is deceased. On
Hmm.
Saturday, we just
Condolences.
celebrated my mother's 86th birthday.
Oh,
Wow.
awesome. Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
you know,
Awesome. Happy birthday to her.
yeah, man, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Mainly, man, my father was an insurance agent.
Hmm.
He was a graduate of South Carolina State
Hmm.
Okay.
University with an agriculture degree.
Nice.
My mother graduated from Allen University
Hmm.
back when
Hmm.
Allen was a thing here
Hmm.
in
In
Columbia, South
Colombia.
Carolina, where she
Hmm.
had a business education degree.
Oh.
My older two brothers were graduates of Southern University. Was one was a physics major and the
Mm.
other was a business management major.
Hmm.
And myself, I
Yeah.
just went to school. I didn't finish. I didn't do anything. I went to South Carolina State.
Hmm.
But when I look at my journey, man, God's grace and mercy is sufficient, brother.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. For
he
all.
definitely promoted me in places that I know that I was not qualified for.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing until this day, man. It's always just staying positive and keep pushing no matter what.
Hmm.
Sometimes things
Absolutely.
get tough. You're gonna get a lot of no's before you can get a yes.
Hmm.
know,
Facts.
you're gonna have a lot of bumps and bruises, but if you got some ice and some alcohol, you'll make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that green alcohol.
yeah, man,
Oh
that the
man.
one that that
Some
Bengay smelling,
that,
you
some
know,
Hmm.
Epsom salt.
Oh yeah. Gotta have the Epsom
you
salt.
know, you know, your grandma, somebody
Yeah.
grandparents around somewhere,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. The
it's
remedies.
it's yeah, man. That's just kind of my story, man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Music background, quietly.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Because you was
uh,
making the beats. I ain't forget about that.
yeah.
You let me
So
hear some of the tracks you had made. Yeah.
so mother sang, my father sang,
Mm.
Hmm.
my oldest brother played cello and bass.
Hmm.
The second oldest played violin.
Yeah.
All three of us played percussion instruments and marching band, bass drum, tenor drum. I
That's
played
right.
some.
That's right.
Hmm.
That's right.
So,
Now, when did you meet Tim? You met Tim in high school, or I'm just trying to make that connection again, or you guys were super young.
man, look, I've been knowing Tim pretty much all my life.
Oh, okay.
His sister and I are close in age. So his sister and I actually went to kindergarten together and grade
Ah,
Wow.
school
okay.
together.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so um, I met Tim in middle school.
Hmm.
Middle
I was
school.
in high school marching
Wow.
band. Tim was playing on the in middle school. Him and Jet.
Okay.
So
Jet. Yeah. Shout out to
yeah.
Jet. Okay.
Um, yeah, man, and from that, man, we were under some great mentors, Willie Lyles,
Yeah.
Freddie Grace,
Yeah.
who nurtured
What's
us
the
in the
other
music
guy?
world.
The
And
other guy from that area. He played. I think he played for Prince. His name escapes me right off the top of
John
my head.
Blackwell.
John
Hmm.
Blackwell, the drummer. Yeah, shout out, man. Y'all
Yes,
had some nice talent coming through your
yes,
area.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, small world, man, and Tim and I always kept in touch, even
Yeah.
through college when he was
Hmm.
at state.
Mm-hmm.
We both played in the drum line together, bongo
Yeah.
bros. And
Yeah.
when he transferred to Winthrop,
That's when I
we
met
we
him.
we we maintained that
Yeah.
friendship, man. And I would drive up, yo, man, what you doing? Yo, come on
Yeah.
up. And I think
Wow.
B Griff
B
transferred up there
Griff.
too.
Yeah,
So
D Griff. Yep. Shout out to
connections,
him. Yeah.
it was a heavy connection, man. Hate to see Tim go, but
Yeah.
sometimes we have to separate ourselves and move and do different things for what's better.
Yeah.
So
And y'all definitely still maintain the friendship because that's how I met you through him. So
yeah,
that's that's a
absolutely.
that's a that's a wonderful thing, man. When they say some people are, if you look at yourself like a tree, some people are like leaves. They only
Yeah.
for a season. Some people are like
Yeah,
branches. Another
yeah,
few more seasons they might fall on off or whatever. But then you got some people that are the roots to the tree. No matter if it's a significant other or a friendship or business relationship, what have you, somebody that's just kind of there for the long haul. So yeah, that's great, man. That's great. And you were telling me, and you reminded me last week that um, swimming was like your first passion.
Oh wow.
Yeah, swimming was like your first
swimming's my
passion.
first passion, man. I basically learned how to swim in one day.
Mm.
Or I could say I kind of had the skill set and discovered I could swim.
Hmm.
Um, excuse the phone.
Oh, you good? You good? Hey, we live.
Yeah, we
uh,
live.
We
at
live.
the end of the day, man.
Hmm.
Um,
Take your
at the
time.
end of
Take
the
your
day,
time. Hold on. We'll just use this moment to tell everybody to hit
Yeah,
that subscribe button over there
absolutely.
on YouTube. Again, if you, yeah. Hey,
YouTube and
listen, if
so
Twitch.
you're, if
um,
you're,
I
yeah,
learned how
go
to
ahead.
swim, man, and it was a skill set that stayed with me all my life. Um, when I moved from Columbia to Charlotte, I actually started working for the YWCA up there as a youth
Mm-hmm.
counselor. And
Mm-hmm.
so um, everybody knows during summer camp, the funnest part of camp is to go to the pool
Yeah.
and eat.
Yeah.
So took the kids to the pool. I'm working part time as a counselor. I wasn't think never lifeguarding in my life. I'm about
Mm-hmm.
23, 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna swim across this pool, see if I still
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
Swam across the pool, man, not knowing waiting at the other side was a aquatic director, D. Terrell McGirt,
Mm-hmm.
um, graduate of North Carolina A&T. He said, "Hey man, you ever thought about lifeguarding?" It's like, "I need some lifeguards." It's like, since you already work within the system, I'll go ahead and cut you a discount for the course. I was like, shoot, yeah, I'm gonna take that. That's opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
That's certification under my belt.
Right. Right.
So started lifeguard, man. Part time, was a youth counselor part time, and it was a natural thing for me to start teaching swim lessons. So
Mm-hmm.
um, everything just started working together, and I just embraced it.
Mm-hmm.
And 2007, in Charlotte, I was the aquatic director at the Stratford Richardson YMCA, that opened up in the West Corridor in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Um, being an African American in the aquatic world is a hard and difficult task. I
Challenge, huh?
constantly had
Okay.
to prove myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. I'm in my mid 20s as a regular lifeguard, making $8.50 an hour. So, my counterpart who's making $12 an hour and has a head lifeguard position who over me, knowing that
Mm-hmm.
my skill set is better. But if you never give me a chance, how will you know that I'm capable of doing the same job?
Right.
Right.
So finally, opportunity came. I had
Mm-hmm.
to actually leave the Y to go to the county, Mecklenburg County.
Mm-hmm.
And I met a guy there by the name of Rodney Sellers. He's retired from there now. Great
Okay.
guy. Ran that indoor aquatic facility for Lord knows 20, probably 20 plus years.
Wow.
He still coaches um, the only minority swim team in North Carolina, which is Queen City Dolphins.
Okay.
So that opened
Shout
up a
out to
door
them.
for me to start coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna go back in my story.
Sure. Sure. Take your
Um,
time.
there's one particular moment that when I started coaching with him, we went to a swim meet down in Jacksonville, Florida, at Bowles School, which is a
Okay.
notable school. for Olympic athletes.
Mm-hmm.
So I follow swimming too. So
Right.
I
It's your
can tell you
passion.
some things. So down there at this swim meet, one of the parents from my team approached me and said, "Hey, I see your coach down here." I say, "No. You don't know my coach. There's nowhere in the world you know my coach.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Ain't his name Stanley?" It's like, man, you playing. So I walk in the hospitality room to go get something to eat, and there's my coach that I haven't seen. This is the backstory that I haven't seen since I was swimming at 7, 8 years old.
Wow.
And he was down at this swim meet,
Yeah.
and this was over 20 something years that I haven't seen
incredible.
my coach.
Yeah.
Right.
And bro, it broke me down in tears because all I could do is say thank you, because that was something he planted a seed, not knowing that I would be one of the few that would continue into the aquatic world.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And tell you he's still coaching till this day.
Oh wow!
The only minority team here in South Carolina, Greenview Dolphins.
Mm-hmm. Salute to them.
And both of the guys that I mentioned, Rodney Sellers, Stanley McIntosh, they are on the board of diversity for USA Swimming. Rodney is on the board of diversity for North Carolina, and Stanley is on the board for diversity for the state of South Carolina.
Yo,
that's amazing.
That's awesome, man. And it's so funny that that this just came up. I didn't know this about you at all, but my kids are swimmers, and they're actually going to. I have a reminder in my phone that on April 1st is the sign-ups for the swim league here in Lancaster County. So April 1st, we're going to sign them up for the because they love it. And I was always hoping that it's something that if they wanted to, they can continue to grow with as they get older, be lifeguard, stuff like that, little part-time jobs here and there. And just hearing that just come up out of nowhere in this conversation is just like, so this is the thing. This exists.
Yeah. There's occupation.
And you hit the nail on the head. That was the bigger picture. Mm-hmm. You learn the skill set. Mm-hmm. Learn the skill set. Learn the fundamentals. Mm-hmm. How to swim.
Yeah.
It's like being a baby in Christ. Once you accept Christ as your savior, right? You gotta be on that milk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You can't just go and eat a rack of ribs.
A steak.
And think your belly, make your belly ready to digest that. Right. So you have to build. It's a build up, and you just said it. You learn a skill set. It creates opportunity for competition. You learn competition. It builds you up to endure to be a lifeguard. You learn how to be a lifeguard. You now can be another responsible lifeguard to train other guards. Mm-hmm. Now you do that, you can be a head lifeguard. Mm-hmm. Who now schedules lifeguards. Mm-hmm. Now you can be a coordinator.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Now you want to be responsible for bringing in revenue and teaching people how to swim and levels of progression through your swim program. Mm-hmm. Now you go to an aquatic director. Now you're going out into your community making impact to ask for funds to support your program. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure, man, we stay locked into when I think of health and wellness and sports, introduce our young minority athletes to non-traditional sports.
Sure.
Swimming is wide open right now. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of colleges that's throwing scholarships at minority swimmers because of the fact. Taking a little brief break.
Yeah. See, when you're busy man like this, even it's Tuesday at noon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, we want to make sure that we give our kids an opportunity. It's not about baseball, football, basketball, the competition, but
Oh man,
no, we lost.
I think he might have
hit the button. Yeah, we'll get him back on. We'll get him back on.
Yeah, absolutely. DJ Nuff Said is with us on Twitch.
What's up, Nuff Said? What up? Well, commercial break. This is our time to tell y'all. Hey, Facebook, if you're watching, share this on your own individual pages. Mm-hmm. If you're over on YouTube, go over there, and if you're not on YouTube, go over there and subscribe. If you are on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know, so if you don't catch us live,
if you're looking for a party and you're at home, check out It's DJ Nuff Said on Twitch. He's got something going on almost every night of the week. He'll do theme nights. He might be doing R&B night tonight, 80s night tomorrow, and it's a party over there.
That's what I keep seeing. I gotta. So do I have to join Twitch to be able to see?
No, you can just log in. You can just go to twitch.tv and just search It's DJ Nuff Said, and he'll be right on there.
Yeah, and this is
and shout out
I shout out my Earth, Wind, and Fire family every week. Mm-hmm. So I'm showing y'all my wine glass that was custom made for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, in 2020.
Yeah,
for my Earth, Wind, and Fire family.
We on a brief commercial break real quick. We're on a commercial break real quick. We also
literally,
shout out
right?
Yeah. Hey, we got it covered, man.
Check out the travelpeople.co for all your vacationing needs. A word from our sponsors.
Yeah, now we back. Yeah, man. So you were, so I think you were just
talking
about
the health and wellness.
Health and wellness.
What I'm explaining, man, I took all of those steps. I started at the bottom of the totem pole.
Work your way up.
As a lifeguard. First the seed was planted in me by my coach. All right. I utilize a swim skill to impact others, teach other people how to swim. Not realizing that I had a passion just to keep people safe and know that, you know what, I have a skill set and a gift that I can relate to my people in community to keep my people safe and to educate them more about water safety and the causes of effect of not learning how to swim.
Wow.
And so there are benefits to being in the pool. I've seen elders who had back problems on canes who started coming in and working out. A month or two later, they stopped using canes. You know, you had people in there overweight, bad knees, who avoided knee replacements,
low impact.
Low impact, exactly. So I've worked with kids with autism whose attention span was just low, and you know, the aquatic world taught me patience. It taught me patience. But to see a kid that would react to something that they actually enjoy doing, and fathers,
nothing better, huh?
It's nothing better than that. It's nothing more rewarding than that. So I just open myself up, man, and allow God to use me. You know, He instills in us skill sets, man, that we may know we have, and then some skill sets we may not know we have. Right. What got me out of aquatics?
The pivot.
The pivot. You see what I'm saying? So I got tired of proving myself and being underappreciated for the work that I was doing. What you called me to do, I was doing it, but in your eyes, I'm not a threat. Because I want more. I'm not gonna stay here at this.
You want your fair share.
I want my fair share. I want to get up here. Okay. So no matter what, I was getting knocked down. No matter how good I did, it's like, well, golly, God, no matter what I do, this is disappointing. So another part of it is I'm a guy that has Crohn's disease. So I've been battling with Crohn's disease all my life. I can't go nowhere without any insurance, health insurance. Right. So basically, to be honest with you, I'm basically serving, man, and working just to have insurance.
Yeah.
You know, that's every day. Money don't mean. Be honest, man. Money doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah. It's at the end of the. It's a tool. It's an illusion.
It's a tool.
But we have to have a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta have it to live. But what brings joy to me is serving people and knowing that the service that you give is appreciated and that is
Facts.
useful to change somebody's life
Yeah.
for the better.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
and we don't know how you utilize until later on, or somebody pull you aside and say, "Hey, um, lady called me the other day, about 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
um, to tell me she was calling me addressing a situation where her bank account was charged twice by our app, Barber app, and she called the bank and got it reversed. And she was just letting me know, hey, if you see something short in your bank accounts because this was going on, she
Mm-hmm.
said, on another note, I don't know if you know my son is autistic or not, but I don't know what you've been talking to him about or telling him, but I know he's making a change. He's all concerned about looking good. He's grooming
Mm-hmm.
himself. He's letting
Yeah.
us know that I need this for my hair, that for my hair. You know, he talked to him about school. He's more focused in
Yeah.
school, and
Yeah.
blown away. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because yeah, and what and see, God can move through you, right? He can move through you, check this out. If that double charge wouldn't have never happened, she wouldn't have never had a reason to call you and let you know that, right?
Yeah.
right, right.
Right. So
So
so the little yeah, but not only are you a barber, but when you're in position of working on people's heads, you're a therapist,
Counselor. Yeah.
counselor, you're all types of things. So to
man,
have the right energy and be able to offer some words of advice, or in your case the kid being autistic, and the mama seeing improvement, you know what I'm saying?
right,
That's
right,
that speaks
right.
volumes, man. Speaks
So,
volumes.
I just man, barbering started because I got tired of, like I say, people undervaluing me, taking
Hmm.
the things I do for granted. I got tired of proving myself. I don't work under man. I work under God. A
Hmm.
brother came to me and said, "Hey man, you ever thought about barbering?" My brother been a licensed barber for 30 years.
Wow.
Thought about picking up clippers. All I did was sit in his chair. He cut me up.
Hmm.
I never had to tell my brother how to cut my hair. That's one barber. I just go and sit down.
Hmm. He already know what
When
time it
he
is.
finished, he tried to give me the mirror. Man, I ain't got to
Nah,
look
it's,
at it,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so, I was obedient, man, to go in prayer. This was in 19, right before COVID hit, and
2019. Okay.
this was around January, February. I went in prayer.
Hmm.
My answer came about in March, the
Hmm.
middle, around this time.
Hmm.
Went to the school, did a tour, and right when I finished the tour, it's like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Hmm.
The next day, I didn't hesitate. As soon as I left the school, I was on it. I was going to complete my application packet, going to get
Yeah.
my fingerprints, my TB test, all that stuff to get back in school
Wow.
after 20 something years
Mm.
of being
Yeah.
out of school.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
So,
That's.
now that I'm working for myself,
Mm.
it's life changing, man.
Talk about it.
It's you know, I'm blessed to have good family, man, a well knitted
Facts.
family with a
Yeah.
Christian foundation. And my
Hmm.
oldest brother always reminds me, hey man, to make an impact, you must be present. To be absent, nobody will never know.
That's right.
And so, um, from the owner from Tolliver's Barbershop, Chris Tolliver told me, hey man, make it in this industry, bro. You gotta be hungry.
Yeah.
You gotta come in whether you get one cut or no cuts and stay the whole day.
Right.
You gotta be
Right.
hungry. And so here it is. I'm logically thinking, well, I ain't in my 20s being a barber. I'm in my 40s.
Right.
And I gotta get it. My learning curve
Hmm.
gotta be. So I
On it.
get up in the morning, start coming in on Mondays. Nobody there on Mondays. Pick up two, three here, there, two, three here,
Uh-huh.
there, two, three here, there. Now we fast forward 2, 3 years after that.
Hmm.
It's like I could pretty much see what my week is going to look like. What
Yeah.
what the end of my week gonna look like?
Yeah. Yeah.
To be busy is a great thing, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
To get compliments, like you said, I find myself, man, I'm blessed by people, by conversations I have. I bless people from conversations we have.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, man, it ain't even about the service, bro.
Right.
You just wind up having that conversation where you're both spiritually fulfilled.
Yeah, that
And
happens, right?
so that's what drives me to get up and go. I'm happy when I go to work. It ain't no
That's
struggle.
what's up.
I don't dread getting up going. I'm going
Right.
back to work as soon as I get off this podcast.
Yeah, because you got 2 phone calls to return right now.
That's the money on the phone.
That's the money line.
They probably looking at me now like this nut.
Yeah, tell them to jump on
the show to do a doggone podcast.
Yeah,
I'm doing the podcast.
Yeah.
But, it's a blessing, man, to be around, the folks I work with. Shout out to Mike Tolliver at Tolliver's Barbershop and the crew there, Kenny, Ebony, Sonia, Darius, Trotter, and my man Jones. Shout out to y'all over there at Tolliver's. We always getting it in, man.
Nice,
and,
very nice.
They the one, man, who kind of broke my character. They broke me in.
Okay.
It's like, man, loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
it's balance of fun and seriousness.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
And so, the barber shop, man, is a valuable tool, man, in the community. Very powerful tool in the community. You never know who come through your barber shop.
That's true. And everybody need a cut or something.
Yeah, I mean, we have celebrities come through our barbershop. People, NFL material, local, state government, federal government.
Yeah,
come through there. I've met Common and Harrison when Harrison was running for the Senate seat.
Okay.
Came to Columbia.
That's right.
Yeah,
you are in the state capitol.
Yeah, so it's like
getting that state capital.
You never know, man. Like when we have we have these campaigns and stuff, man. A lot of these campaigns are done through barber shops and beauty salons.
Absolutely.
So guys, ladies, tap into your barber shops.
Absolutely.
Talk about the things that matter. Iron sharpen iron, man.
Facts.
And we need it the most. We need this the most. Like, everybody needs to let go of their pride and ego and just take the time to have an attentive ear.
Yeah.
And having these conversations, and before you look at somebody, look at yourself.
Facts.
Don't throw no rock and try to hide your hand.
No,
a lot of that going on, but at the end of the day, man, my poop stink just like everybody else.
It don't smell like roses,
So okay, man, get up, wipe yourself off, clean yourself up, and put forth your best effort. Somebody's watching. Somebody's listening.
Yeah, for sure.
Be the best. Do what's right. Do what's right. Do what's right.
Yeah.
Like that's says it best. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Always do the right thing.
That's
Doctor.
awesome. That's awesome. Man. That's great. So I mean, in essence, you great family, great upbringing, passionate about swimming through a seed that was planted by someone you kind of looked up to. You maxed that out until you felt like there was no more room for growth. Then you decided to pivot, work for self and become a master barber, So, I mean, and the story's not over though.
That's the thing, man. Like, hold on. I ain't closing the door on my aquatic world, man. Basically, it feels good to have another tool under your belt.
Facts. Because you still got the resume from the other situation.
Got the resume.
If anything. Or be a part of a new situation. I mean, you just never know what the future holds. But all it is that, like, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. You can spread them out a little bit. So if this basket run low, Go
what you
ahead,
said
Faye.
earlier about just being obedient, man. Like you got the calling and said this is where you're needed right now, and that could even, like you said, just bring you back into that aquatic world because there are going to be some young kids in the barbershop
Yeah,
that's looking for something and that needs
yeah,
that guidance that you have already sharpened up because you were using those tools when you were, working with kids, and you're gonna meet kids at the barbershop too, and that might bring it full circle, man. That's a great
yeah.
story. This is a
See,
great story, brother.
if you leave it to me, I just see you opening a place where you can swim and get your hair cut at the same spot. You dig? Hey, but you got to get your hair cut first, though. We
Get your
can't
hair
cut
cut
wet hair.
first, right?
Can't
Gotta
cut wet
go.
hair.
No, you
You know
gotta
what I
go
mean?
swimming. You gotta go
You gotta
swimming
swim
first,
first,
then
yeah.
get your hair cut.
Yeah, you don't want
Oh,
all the
okay.
loose hair and stuff in the pool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we have to figure out all the details
Yeah.
because you can't cut wet hair, but then you don't
Yeah.
want to jump in the pool with all the hair
Yeah.
shavings.
We're looking for
Yeah,
investors for this idea. If anybody wants to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on with
yeah.
us.
Anybody in the comments, if you want to contribute to the idea, to the brainstorm of this, that's why we here. Like
Absolutely.
above everything else. I mean, everything's great, but bounce ideas off each other, as well. You never know if you can think it, it can materialize. You
Yeah.
just figure
Yeah.
out the details. So that's
Absolutely.
what we enjoy about our community, and we appreciate everybody who hung out with us
Yeah.
today. Man, shout out to everybody once again on Facebook, once again on YouTube, once again on Twitch.
Twitch.
However you logged on today, I see we still got 10 people live. Has everybody that's come through dropped a comment? Have we? I know one came up. I see Milton tried to make a joke there. He said, "Are Jerry curls still in?"
You encounter any Jerry curls in your master barber?
Oh, my dad just popped on. I see he's on. Okay, he popped on. I see my mom, and I had a great conversation with my father. Shout out to him. We was on the phone earlier, 2 separate times, and we about 30 minutes one time and 20 minutes the other time. And hey, Dad, yeah, and your name's not gonna come up. There's a thing you got to click, but I see it on my phone. I got my phone and the computer up. But me and my dad had a chance to talk and catch up, and it made me think, like, when I continue to mature, and me and Isaiah having conversations like that, and my dad said he may get me to do a couple of radio ads for him for his radio show that back in Sherrall, South Carolina. Shout out to my mom and my dad for being here. These are the people, the people who made me who I am. Your dad, I even was telling them earlier, you had us on the radio. Now, and because sometimes people say, "Oh, how do you get on and talk so, just so freely and whatever?" But my dad gave us exposure, not just through music, right, but just through him 40 something years at the radio station on Sunday mornings, and he would have us come through and put a bid in. We all had our time where we would come help out, get on the mic, answer the phone, read the weather. You know what I mean? So shout out to my parents. I love y'all. My brother is on. I think my sister may have been on. If not, she'll catch the replay. Yeah. But that coincides with what you said, Craig. You got to have a strong family, close-knit family, man. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely got to support each other. That's half the battle for anything you're trying to do. Is if you got the proper support, that's half the battle. You dig?
The other part of it is, man, the other side of that coin, man, is if you see another brother or sister struggling, or a young child, young lady, young man struggling, extend your hand out, tap in and find out their story, and if you can help them out, man, do due diligence the best way you can to train them up, help somebody out.
Yeah,
we all going through. And we should never think that we're above or beneath someone. We're all on the same level.
Yeah.
Have to make sure that we do our due diligence and making sure we tap in and about the people we care about and be great listeners, man. Like, there's so many people out here hurting, man, and we don't even know we see every day. With a smile on their face, torn on the inside. And won't even say the first word. Won't even say a good morning or have a great day or here's a cup of coffee. Let me treat you to a cup of coffee.
Right.
Hey man, I see you over there. You doing a great job. But hey young lady, I see you doing a great job. Keep up the great work. You deserve this. Take the time, man. Get out your phone. We need more love in this world, bro.
Yeah. Acts of kindness, right? Acts of kindness and just love.
We need that, man. We need that. And if this thing can be infectious like COVID, we could save a lot of lives and a lot of souls, bro.
I tell you, needed to spread the same way. Just love.
Spread the same way, man. With no vaccination.
Should we make some t-shirts that say "Spread love like COVID"?
Hey.
I don't know.
Stay unvaccinated, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, we figured that one out too. We got a lot of homework to do. We got a lot of homework to do, ladies and gentlemen. You know, but yeah, it's been great, man. It's been a great solid hour. We appreciate Mr. Craig Howard, Master Barber, for joining us today. You know, a great friend, associate of mine, man. And I was like, I got to have you on to share your story. You know what I'm saying? And we had a great chat. Hope you guys at home were able to take something from the chat. You know, feel free to drop a few names in the comments if you feel like somebody needs to hear this today. And feel free to invite your friends to be a part of our community over here at No Shortcuts, where we recognize everybody has gifts, everybody has passions. These passions can lead to being an actual occupation for you, and you can sustain yourself from the gift and passion that you have. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, you know, if you need to get your hair cut, if you need a DJ, if you need some home decor, whatever you may need, you need to take a vacation. Shout out to Juan. You know, whatever you need, we're going to try to provide a community of all of these services right here at No Shortcuts. Any closing words, last words from you guys?
Man, thanks for having me, man. Y'all continue to have a great day on this beautiful day, man.
Yes, sir.
Do your best. Do your best. Be your best. And somebody's watching. And if nobody's watching, just know that you
ain't doing something right.
Yeah.
Hey, but
evaluate.
The fact is somebody's always watching. You just don't see them. That's the fact. Famous, you got any closing words?
Oh man, I just want to thank Brother Craig Howard for joining with us, and thank you for the valuable jewels that you left with us, man. This was really good for me, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. Make sure you share this later on. Share this. Keep hitting the share button, inviting other people into our group as well. But if you know someone that you think this message could affect as well, just hit the share button or tag their name in the comments. That way they'll see it as well, and they'll watch this later on.
Help us grow our community. Shout out to Praise and Faith Gospel Shop. Shout out to the Hour of Power. Shout out to Smooth Sales. Shout out to A Touch of Faith. Shout out to the chairman of the board, executives, Mellow Groove, official Earth, Wind, and Fire family, official Honeycomb family. That's my story family. Yeah, we appreciate y'all. We're going to do this again next week. Once again, thank you one last time to Mr. Craig Howard. Thank y'all for joining us. Be sure to subscribe. We're going to run this back next Tuesday, same time, same channel, 12 p.m. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Love.
Craig's got to get to that money phone.
Yeah, stay on, Craig. Stay on. We'll holler at you in a second.
Place kid.
Peace, y'all.
Bacardi.